Hello. I am ready. Hello everybody, so this is going to be kind of a long video, but it's not really going to be... So what I'm doing is I'm going to be hunting down for a competitive machop. Now, you're probably thinking, Galator, why don't you just go and do a live stream or something like that? Well, first of all, I don't really have that much of an audience where I think live streaming would be... where live streaming would really be any different than just me making a video and uploading it. Then again, I think that's mainly because of my inexperience of live streaming in general, so there's that. So right now, my fellow adventurers, we're going to be trying to catch a machop, a competitive machop, so we're going to be doing a chain. I should save. Countering a lot of Pokemon I don't want. I do know this is where you get machops. Don't want to go back. Oh, there you are. There's one. Oh, and by the way, if I seem distracted, I kind of am, because while I'm doing this, I'm kind of playing some RuneScape. Yeah, I'm playing that game. Hi, machop. Ooh. I'm actually pretty good at this. I'm pretty good with motion controls. Now with RuneScape thing, I'm kind of AFKing, fletching, so that I can get my levels up while doing something that's somewhat constructive. You are the right nature, right? Yeah, it is. Here's the thing I just typically do is I get freaked out, like, did I make sure I went to Madame What's-Her-Face to get the right nature and whatnot. Just stuff like that, you know? You know, you can actually do so, most people can actually do something like this too, but, like, do multiple things at a single time. It's efficient. Gets stuff done. I'm trying to remember what I remember that neither of these Vulpixi... What's your IVs? Defense and special defense? Well, your stats are okay. Nothing really to sneeze at. I got a seal. I guess you could say I had the seal of approval. I have no friends. Yeah, I think I want you on my party. Mainly because I figure I'm gonna need to level up you anyway and get some, XP, and so you can level up and get some moves. Jesus. Every time when I see Onyx just randomly pop out of the ground like a bunch of daisies, it always does tend to freak me out a little bit because it's so spontaneous. Okay, I see Graveler, Geodudes, Onyxes, but no Machop. I see no Machop. Like, here's the thing, the reason why I'm going for a competitive Machop, so when I get to Machoke, I have a friend who I can easily trade back and forth to get a Machamp. Haha. That's... Ah, there you are. It's gonna be kind of hard with... God dang it. Admittedly, it is gonna be kind of hard since there's so many different Pokemon here. Like, if I was to try to get a competitive Diglett, I could easily do that since, you know, Diglett Cave, there's only Diglets and Dugtrios. Simple. Then again, I'm pretty sure that the higher the chain you have for a certain Pokemon, like for example a higher Machop chain, you'll actually have a higher, you'll start encountering more Machops. It's a large Machop. And this is actually pretty good XP too, thinking about it. How about you? Ah, yes. Dang it. You know, thinking on it, I guess live streaming would be advantageous since people can actually donate money if they felt like it, but like I guess it would be advantageous in that part, but I just don't see the point. Besides, I feel like if I was to live stream where you could donate money, it just feels like I would be kind of greedy. I don't know. It's weird. It's quite frankly weird, and I'm not sure. And besides, I'm not really sure if I'm. Besides, even if I ever really got to the point where I would ever consider live streaming, I don't even think I would really be ready for it unless I actually had someone teach me how to do it or look up how to or something like that. You know, basic how to videos, that sort of stuff, or that sort of stuff. Graveler. Actually, I think I'm gonna change my following Pokemon. I think I'm gonna have a Vulpix move run alongside me. You adorable little minx, you. Just wanna pick you up and hold you close, you little fluffy. Fluffy. God dang it.
Excellent throw! Bonus points!
A lot of this I mean, Machop give great XP, and it's gonna get even higher, I think, with higher catch combos. Haha, another Machop. You know, thinking on it, if I'm gonna get a Alolan Golem competitive, it has a nature. The Alolan Geodude I have on me right now has the proper nature. I just need to. It doesn't have good IVs though, so I'm going to have to give it a ball caps to get it competitive. It's only gonna take me, like, it has IVs and like attack and HP. God dang it. God dang it. Like, it has competitive IVs and attack and HP, but so that's gonna only cost me like what, 3 ball caps? Because special attack is garbage for a Geodude since there's such a It is what it is, I guess. There is Cubebones in here. There's a joke I know for a fact there's a joke I can make with that, but I'm not going to because one, it would be very immature, which, to be perfectly honest, never really stopped me in the first place, but there could be kids watching, and I don't want to make a joke and have some very awkward conversations with someone's parents or something. uh, God dang, why is... I always wondered what those lines under the armpits of Machop has. Are they gills? They look like gills. They're probably gills. This one's apparently kind of small. You know, I'm gonna use one of my lures. Thinking on it, I actually been thinking that the next Pokemon game they release, I wonder if you'll be able to transfer Pokemon only from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu to the game, or if you'll be able to transfer only from Pokemon Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, or maybe both. It's a question that I've been thinking of, because the 3DS tech is quite old is considerably older than the Switch, so I wonder if they were not going to be able to make any effective form of connectivity between the 3DS and the Switch. But then again, I could be wrong, because they did manage to make a connection between the mobile game Vulpix really got them levels. I'm actually trying to remember. Doesn't Alolan Geodude learns Thunder Punch, but it doesn't learn a Thunder Punch in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. It learns Self-Destruct, but that's a counterproductive move. You want to win, you don't want to lose. Confuse Ray, oh. It's 100 accuracy, of course it is. It's the only confusion-based move that I know of that has 100 base accuracy. We're taking it. You know, I actually learned that you can actually sell candies to the Pokemon Mart, so catching Pokemon and getting catch combos, you can actually make money that way too. God, son of a gun! So if you want to get like a lot of XP or just make a lot of money and get a competitive Pokemon, you can just go to Route 1 and just catch a bunch of Pidgeys or Oddishes or Rattatas to the point where you're actually getting, because over a higher catch combo you get a lot more candies and you can actually sell those candies for quite a bit of money. Ooh, I almost encountered that Rhyhorn. I'm pretty sure there's a joke I can make. You know, actually, a lot of these Pokemon names, there's a joke that can be made here, but I prefer to keep this to PG-13. Oh, I am so immature. Wow. Delure really didn't last too long. Disappointing, Mr. Anderson. Is this going to be kind of a live stream? Not really. It's going to be long, like an hour long, maybe two, like a live stream, but other than that, not so much. As a matter of fact, this is probably going to be the competitive or / shiny hunts that are going to be one of my longest, because of how uncommon it seems machops are. Or very out there in comparison to many of the other Pokemon. And I'm sorry if you're constantly hearing my clicks. That's just, or me clicking my mouse. That's just because I'm multitasking right now. Like, I'm recording, I'm playing the game, but I'm also on RuneScape right now trying to get some levels. So I'm multitasking in the extreme sense, I guess. Efficiency. Considerable efficiency. Delicious tea. I'm sorry, what were we talking about? You know, I really should not be using the Pokeball Plus with my bad hand. Or my less dexterous hand. Although, in my defense, it's kind of my fault that my left hand is not nearly as efficient or as capable of doing stuff compared to my right hand. See, I got 937 XP, but got quite a lot of candies. Oh, I also got a species candy. That's nice. Billy Shui. Billy Shui. Shelter can learn Aurora Beam. Here's the thing. Shelter and Cloyster are physical attackers, so this, I really don't see any point in Shelter learning this. And I don't see a point in him learning Withdraw. Huh. Well, I'll get rid of Water Gun. It's a weaker stab move in comparison to the move I'm currently comparison to Aurora Beam, so I may as well get rid of Water Gun. And if anything, I could replace Water Gun with, or I could replace Tackle with Waterfall, I think. Or maybe Scald. Scald seems like it'd be a good move since it can essentially really mess up someone's day. Before anyone asks, the Pokemon I have in my party, some of them are going to be used in competitive, and some of them are not. It's mainly based on the fact that some of these Pokemon I may or may not be able to get actually in the wild. So with Cloyster and Shelter, I'm not sure if I can actually get in the wild, so that's why I have them here, or I have Shelter here, because I may as well. Same thing with Vulpix and Alolan Geodude. I don't know if I can get them out in the wild, so I figured I may as well go and do this. As a matter of fact, I actually know for a fact I can't get a Alolan Geodude out in the wild, so there's that. Will-O-Wisp. You know what? It's better than Confuse Ray. Physical attackers do not like burn damage. Kind of like in ESO, how every single person's a vampire, yet they cannot withstand them. They cannot tank a Pyromancer. Oh, that's actually some good advice for people who are watching this video who play Elder Scrolls Online. A great way for PvP how to deal with vampires, or vampires in general, and PvE, or in any other Elder Scrolls game. Fire damage. They do not like being burned alive. And to be honest, in that game, fire damage is probably one of the most dangerous one of the most elemental magics. Because it does the initial damage, but also does burn damage, which will actually add up quite a bit. That's actually one of the things that make the Dark Elf Pyromancer an Elder Scrolls, or Dark Elf, Dragon Knight, Pyromancer, an Elder Scrolls Online, one of the most dangerous. Because they're... For God's sakes, Graveler, go away! Because one of the most lethal... Because the racial passives of the Dark Elves... Ooh, a Charmander. I never knew you can get Charmander in here. I mean, I'm not getting it, but... It's just good to know. Like, one of the racial passives the Dark Elf has is basically increases all fire damage. And that's also... So, that scary fire damage is going to do a whole lot. Oh god, that Golbat really spooked me. You know what, guys, I'll be right back. I have to go and turn off my fan. Oh, and you see, right now I actually have this fan on to help with my plants. Because if you're growing plants in the basement or inside, they're gonna have to have some airflow. Because one of the main things that will kill your plants actually is lack of airflow. Because that would dry... Because the lack of airflow will actually dry out the plants, which will kill them. I learned that the hard way. I lost a lot of lettuce plants and spinach because of that. Oh, the insanity. Okay, I got a 13 catch combo. That's good to know. Oh, there's wee little Charmander. Just... What's that? Graveler. Don't need it. I already have a competitive Golem. Correction, a competitive shiny Golem. Because I'm swag. Another Charmander. Holy crap. I'm starting to think that the higher catch combo is the higher you kind of more rare Pokemon. Which that means, if that's the case, I wonder if you can get a catch combo of 10 in Viridian Forest with... Because I wonder if you can get a catch combo of Viridian Forest, just like catch 10 wheels or something. And then when you see a Bulbasaur, you can catch that Bulbasaur, use a Super Lure or a Mega Max Lure, so you keep encountering Bulbasaurs, so you can get a catch combo of Bulbasaurs to a point where you're countering more and more Bulbasaurs. At least I think that's how it can work. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. I'm brainstorming! I'm like that one alien from Ben 10, that shellfish one. Brainstorm! You excessive pachyderm! Yes, I have been, before anyone asks, I have been improving my voices. It's one of my many redeeming qualities. Or my qualities that I think the chicks would find enduring. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not. I'm not really a good judge of that. It'd be kind of cool if there were caves like this in real life. It would be cool to explore. Just pathways like this. I mean, there is always the risk of getting lost, but... God damn it, adventure, man! Son of a... You know what? I need to stop using my bad hand. There, that's better. You know, the great thing about... You know, I am actually... After I get done with this video, I think I'm gonna make another old school RuneScape video on, some tips on how to... Or just a little tip video just on how to make money or something. I think people would appreciate that. Oh boy. Oh, that's actually a big Charmander. Actually, I'm pretty sure that is the case, because when I was going for a competitive... Or back when I was talking about, catch combos and how you encounter more Bulbasaurs, I actually had a catch combo of... God dang it, Graveler! I actually had a catch combo of 200 for Weedle because I was trying to go for Mega Beedrill, so I needed competitive. I ended up getting, a Weedle combo, catch combo of 200, and I was encountering Bulbasaurs left and right. And considering the fact how starter Pokemon are very rare, it just blew my mind. It made me feel uncomfortable. But in a happy-go-lucky kind of... Like, this is fine kind of uncomfortable. Like, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm fine with it. I can deal with this. Just... How... God dang it, Zubat! You know, I'll be perfectly honest. It would have been a lot more annoying having to deal with this if it was using the old encountering method. Because nothing, like... I'll be honest with you, there was nothing more annoying back in the older games going through a cave, encountering 50 Zubats before encountering a single Geodude. Nothing more annoying. I get it, Zubats, you want to suck my blood. But you're not a lawyer, so I'm gonna need you to F off. Gotta go fast. Huh. And there's another Charmander, so... With how frequent I'm encountering Charmanders, that catch combo thing has gotta be... very true. Huh. Now, if I can just encounter the Pokemon I want, I should give Nora some attention. Oh! Oh! Did you seriously just... That's adorable. She played peekaboo. Another machop. You know, here's the thing with, ever since Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee came out, I haven't really necessarily, I couldn't figure out what levels certain Pokemon learn certain moves, so I'm kind of in the dark here, so I'm thinking that once I get Shelter to level 40 or 50, I think I will just evolve it then. Because at least that way I'll know what... That's a 90 accuracy? Well, this is 90 accuracy, but more power, and it does... Well, go away, Rock Throw. Oh, hey, and I just level up my Fletching in RuneScape. Eh. I love multitasking. Another machop. I guess you could say it's... Phone, shut up, I'm recording! I'm Pokemoning! Or meaning? Money? I don't know. You know, you are actually encountering sound right now. So that's good. I've been going for 30 minutes, actually. Which is okay. I don't mind. This is gonna be a long video anyway, so... really makes no difference to me, to be honest. You know, in retrospect, at least I know how to, like, or in the theory of things, at least I know how to hunt for competitive Charmanders. Stay away from me! Stupid Zubats. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering what I'm growing in the basement right now, before anyone says anything, I am not growing drugs. That joke, I have a feeling that people were going to make that joke regardless if I said anything or not, so... no. What I'm growing right now is lettuce, spinach, and avocado trees. I actually have... You see, the avocado trees, I have 2 of them right now, and they actually are sprouted. Oh, I'm also growing some herbs I can make into tea, like mint. Mint is actually pretty good when brewed with tea, because it actually has a very... If you brew mint into tea, it's actually very healthy for you, because, one, it doesn't have any of that chemical crap, because it's organic mint. But it's also good for you because mint actually has a lot of antibacterial or antibiotics, and so essentially you're helping your immune system and it just has a lot of quality or a lot of stuff that helps your overall health. So, and since I do like drinking tea quite a bit, it's I may as well get multiple benefits from drinking tea. And I think this will actually also help with fighting cancer, or preventing yourself from getting cancer, because if I recall, like, keep in mind, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not 100% accurate on this, but if I recall, cancer is really just a very complex, or a very aggressive form of infection, I think, or bacterial-based infection. And I also learned that apparently chemo actually makes you... Like, I also learned that getting chemotherapy for cancer actually makes you more susceptible to cancer in the future. Which just is baffling. Why why doctors would use that as a first resort. Like, how would making yourself more susceptible to cancer help? It's just a thing that I find weird. Another machop. Machop. Mike there. Or Mike candy. You see there, I got 10 Mike candies from that. But by the way, the higher the catch combo, the more candies you get from that Pokemon. But also more... I think you get more XP, but you also get a higher chance of getting Pokemon that have 5 IVs or shinies. And that Charmander came out of nowhere. If this was Team 4-star, I would have made a joke. Or several. Oh, who am I kidding? I would make so many jokes. Oh, I have been practicing my papyrus impression from Undertale.
Sans, pick up your sock!
It's a work in progress, but it's alright. In terms of impressions go, I would think my papyrus impression is pretty okay. My Mickey Mouse impression is pretty good.
Oh boy! I played Fortnite yesterday! I introduced them to my Disneyland!
Oh, I just made it creepy. Oh god, I actually just made that Mickey impression creepy as shit. It sent a shiver down my spine. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, I'm better now. And my Alolan Geodude is evolving. And now I have a Alolan Graveler. Actually, if I recall, I just realized my Alolan Graveler has not yet gotten a single electric type move. Which is odd. Wait, Pikachu's tail is... Oh, there's something in this rock. Is there? What? Can I... Hello? Oh, I see. I was just facing the rock the wrong way. Oh, there's two Machops. That makes my catch combo happy. Oh, and I've been playing online on my Xbox, playing games like Halo Guardians and whatnot, just generally a lot of different online games. And people have been saying that my voice, people have been asking me how old I am, and I told them my age, and they said I don't sound like that. Like I'm like in my early 20s, but they said I sound like a kid. And keep in mind, I can understand that to a degree because when I'm jolly or when I'm really happy about something, my voice apparently gets more whimsical, I guess, or comical, or something of the line, and my voice gets jolly, and just generally, I'm a very jolly-go-lucky, happy fella. So I guess that's reasonable to think that? But I was quite surprised. Oh, and apparently I have an accent? People have been saying that I have an accent. I never noticed. I never realized I ever had an accent. Then again, I guess that's because I'm from Minnesota, and most Minnesotans have a bit of an accent, I guess. Yeah, my Geodude, my Graveler did not learn a single electric type move. Which makes no sense. Do they just not have... What am I doing? Do they just not have the program for Alolan variations to learn moves of their counterparts or something? Or... Like, am I missing something? Possibly. I'm trying to remember... Horsey, what's your nature? Impish. Crap baskets. That's not a very good nature. Which one do I want to do I want to level up? Voltorb. Seal. You know, there is a joke I can make here. You know, about a seal of approval. Yeah, I got plenty of crappy jokes. Oh, and I did my research. Actually, that's saved right now. Oh, and I did my research. Apparently, Seal and Dugong competitively, apparently you can go for physical or special. But I'm going for special because most water and ice type moves are special. So I don't really see a point going for physical when the move pool for some of the best moves are not even physical. It's weird, to say the least. Got a 25 catch combo. Actually, I'm gonna currently check the machops I have. Because I wanna see what kind of natures I done gone get. It's actually not that good. I mean, it looks, at first it gave me the impression that it looks good until I saw the special attack. Personally, I don't understand the point. I personally wouldn't see the point of getting a Machop. Like, here's the thing, I'm going for all the natures I wanted best, or all the IVs I wanted best besides special attacks, since, you know, there's not really any special type, fighting type moves other than, I think, Aura Sphere and Vacuum Cutter? I think? I could be wrong. But they're not really, a lot of them, they're not really that good in comparison to moves like Brick Break. Besides, my Machamp I'm gonna get is gonna be a physical attacker, so he's gonna be either using if I can get him to learn that, he's gonna be using Mach Punch or Brick Break, but he's gonna be having Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. He's basically gonna be eviscerating most of my opponents by punching them to death. How about that? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Except for the fact I kind of want the special attack to be traded for speed. But that's alright. I might keep that if this isn't going too well. And knowing my luck, it's possibly going to be the case. Actually, which one of them? Where were ya? Where were ya? Where were ya? There you are. I'm gonna change your markings, put you into favorite. I mean, if I'm really desperate, I could just put you into Bottle Cap, or use the Bottle Cap to get speed. Like, if I was really desperate, but I'm not, because it's quite early in the hunt, as it is. I think I'm gonna have to go to take a men's restroom break soon, though. I gotta go to the men's room. I'm actually trying to recall if... I wonder if you can catch, Actually, no, I don't see any reason why you can't catch Magnemite and Magneton, because I'm pretty sure they can be found in the power plant. God dang it. I need to stop using the motion control with my left hand. Speaking of my left hand, I need to figure out how to get more as dexterous. I need to do some more practice to get my left hand to be as dexterous as my right, because here's the thing, I'm a kind of guy who likes making stuff, and currently right now, since I don't actually have an actual job, because for some reason the applications are just not going too well, I'm gonna be like making furniture and stuff and sell them on like eBay or Craigslist, or maybe if I get a chance, sell them on some third-party buyer. You know, homemade stuff. That stuff I think people would really. That stuff I think people would really enjoy. And there's a monopoly for it. Like, apparently right now there's like a monopoly for it because people will actually pay quite a bit for homemade stuff, furniture and whatnot, because that stuff will actually, good quality, that stuff will actually last for quite some time comparison to comparison to crap you can buy from IKEA. I actually bought a IKEA shelf, and it was the biggest, it was the biggest decision I ever made, or it was the worst decision I ever made, because IKEA stuff is not good. And the plywood they use is just like that chipwood crap. It's not gonna last. And I have a forest in our land, or in my land of our house. We actually have a forest. I can get plenty of materials for. Holy crap! I can get plenty of building or crafting materials. So there's that. And once I get my forge set, oh, I can make so many cool stuff. I actually remember making a lot of cool, like, fantasy weaponry with my forge. It was an old forge I had back at the metal shop, at high school. As a matter of fact, my teacher said, you can make whatever you want. You can make any of those weapon stuff, so long as you don't make them with an actual edge. Or at the very least, so long as they don't leave the room. And I made like a cool sledgehammer that had an intricate design. It kind of looked like something you would see off Warhammer. It's cool. I'm not seeing any machop. Hey machop, how about you get over here and make it choppy? Or how about you get over here? Chop chop. Oh, that was really forced. And you know, here's the funny thing is, thinking about it, like going back to me making stuff to make money, thinking about it, I think the most, jeez, Onyx, go away. I think one of the main, dang it, Rhyhorn, it's not the Onyx that got me, it was the Rhyhorn. And thinking about it, I think the best real way to make, I think the main way to really become quote-unquote financially stable or successful is just having an entrepreneurial kind of sense, like understanding of having a job and making a little bit of extra money off the side would be always a good thing. Oh look, Charmander. So if you can get like a profession, so if like, yeah, if you can get like a profession where you can easily make a extra buck or two, it's gonna help. That's why I got into woodworking and metalworking. Because, quite frankly, I like making stuff with my hands. As a matter of fact, thinking about it, my hobbies are actually really... My hobbies, in general, are actually really multi-faceted. or very diverse in terms of things. Like, it really depends on, like, at the beginning, I really just found something that I wanted to do, and I just tried it out, and after a couple of years of doing it, I actually got really good at it. As a matter of fact, my wood shop and my metal, my wood shop and my metal shop teachers back in high school and middle school said I actually had a proficiency. They actually said I had a proficiency for it. But personally, I think that was just my drive to excel. And that's kind of how I always been, I guess. I always had the drive to strive for excellence and, just be better just be better than me that was yesterday. And I wonder, and thinking about it, like, psychiatrically, or thinking about it logically, I think that mindset really came from, like, the fact that I've been bullied pretty much my whole life, or hated my whole life, mainly just based on the fact that, actually, I don't really understand why they bully me or hate me, other than the fact that I was different from them, I guess. Which, it's not really a good reason, but it's a reason nonetheless. And because of that, I guess the fact that I was by myself, that I'm alone most of the time, and I have to really deal with most of my problems myself, I just end up getting the general attitude of, if I can do it myself, then naturally I would do it myself. If that makes sense. And that's, I guess, that mindset, or just having that annoyance of having to rely on someone else to do something, is the main reason why I got such a diverse skill set, I guess. It's weird. I mean, make no mistake though, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people back in my school still hate me, or still think I'm whatever they used to call me. I actually completely forgot. Anyway, well, it's them. I mean, generally the best way to deal with bullies is just don't give them that time. If they think you're weak, then just, get stronger then. And there are many, mainly not just to prove them wrong, but just the fact that it's beneficial to get stronger in general. Besides, people like that are not really worth anyone's time really bothering. Especially those jocks. There are a lot of those jocks in my high school that were the typical bullies too. They're not going to have a very bright future. On that note though, on getting a diverse skill set, I actually found that, like, being proficient in many things, as in getting a diverse skill set, I actually fix my own cars. Like, my own car, I actually maintain and fix it myself, and my dad actually has been doing that for years, and a lot of people have the stereotype of people who are able to do that, they think we're like hillbillies or idiots or something, except that they may think that, except my dad actually said he saved thousands of dollars just fixing his own cars himself. Efficiency. That's, I feel, with the way the economy goes, I think that's how you really fix your financial situation. Because getting more efficient in something is probably the best way to really get up in the ecological, or the financial standpoint. So I guess that's some life advice, I guess. Because, honestly, if you have to spend less, like, honestly, if you have to spend less for things that normally people would have to spend a lot, then naturally, it's an advantage to you, I guess. Hmm. Here I am talking about life. Here I am talking about life advantages, or advantages about life in general, while while I'm playing Pokemon. Oh, what an interesting little world we live in. Holy crap. That machop came out of nowhere. God dang it, machop! At least these machop are kind of easy to catch. I'm getting a lot of mite candies though. Not really much in terms of species candy. Oh hey, look at that! Seal grew to level 20. Actually, thinking on it, I'm pretty sure. When I think about it, I can actually probably check to see what Pokemon gets, or what Pokemon I can encounter out in the wild. I think, even though in my Pokemon Yellow game, and this is in my Pokemon Yellow back in my Game Boy Color, I recall encountering a lot of Pokemon that the Pokédex says you can encounter, yet still encounter it in a wild. So maybe the Pokédex is kind of subjective in that point. Or maybe, no, actually maybe the Pokédex only says you may or may not, that you can encounter this in the Pokemon, or this Pokemon in the wild, because you haven't caught it. Let's actually test that theory. Habitat unknown. Okay. Oh, dang it. Alright, see, let's see. Huh. Where can I find you? Seaflum. The frozen caverns of Khazad-dûm. I'm just gonna say that. And also I can find... Oh, so I can find shelter. That's gonna be good. Krabby, how about you? Oh. And I'm starting to... I can find that there, but I'm starting to think I can't find... But I am starting to think I can't find, I am starting to think that you can't actually catch or get a fishing rod. So I have a feeling it's more of encounter based. Kind of like everything else. I did get Goldeen. You know, because why not? Only one area that could be found. Holy crap. Oh, and I did get Pinsir. A friend of mine actually traded it, or traded me a Pinsir, so that's good. Electabuzz, can I get you? In the power plant, yes I can. How about Magmar? I have a feeling I can get Magmar in the Cinnabar. Yeah, I can. So it's all good. Oh, it's all good. Ooh. I leveled up my fletching again. I'm multitasking the wazoo here. I feel so empowered. Actually, can I get Poliwag? Or can I get you? Yeah, I can get a lot of you guys. That's good to know. I would have been kind of annoyed if I couldn't. Somebody here. I'm hearing a lot of movement upstairs. Well, I'm gonna go take a bathroom break anyway, so yeah, I'll be right back. Here's Johnny. There you are. Machop, come and be my friend. You know, I just need to stop auto-swinging the moment I see it. Because that's how I probably lose most of my Ultra Balls. Actually, thinking about it, I probably should change my, I should probably take out my Magneton and replace it with my, Gouldine. So that way I can evolve it. So that way I can evolve it and get the Pokédex page entry. Yeah, it'd be useful. Actually, can I actually catch Horsey? Horsey and Seadra, I mean. What is it? What is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Check habitat. Yes, I can. That's good. That's good. Because I can get it. And actually, if I recall, is Horsey a physical or a special attacker? I'm actually... No, it's a special attacker because I have a competitive Goodra, or not Goodra. I have a competitive Kingdra in my Pokemon Ultra Sun playthrough. Or Kingdra. Yeah, Kingdra. Took me a while to get that. And in Gen 8, they need to... I have a feeling in the next Pokemon game, like Gen 8, they need to get rid of, like, trait evolution stuff, because that's... I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't like trait evolution. It's a lot of It's a load of shite. My Shelter is already level 32. I do want my Shelter to learn it's that multi-hit ice type attack. It's a physical attack that I think would do very well. Although it doesn't have skill link, so maybe I shouldn't. I think I'll just... I probably should check to see the machops I have. Although, to be fair, I don't really have enough species candy to max out my Machop, so maybe, So, at this point, it's kind of so-so on how good I'm really doing. That's kind of, What's up with it giving... The game likes to tease me a little too much, and I don't appreciate that. Yeah, the game needs to stop teasing me. Because I do not appreciate being teased. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Lord. Oh, boy. Alright, Vulpix, how you doing? Oh, excellent throw. That's gonna be
Quite a bit of XP.
I don't know what it is about this game, but it keeps giving me 5 IVs, but just 1 IV that I don't want. It's disconcerting. After this, I'm most likely going to be going after a competitive Ghastly. Not sure if I'll record that. I mean, I might not. It's kind of a out in the air here. Well, what I do know, what I'm not going to record, is me trying to catch a competitive me trying to catch a competitive Abra, because that's going to be a pain. Because that's going to be a pain to catch. I mean, to be fair, Abra has always been a pain to catch, but in this game, it's going to be, at least this game, you don't have to go around a couple hundred hours just to encounter a single Abra and just maybe catch it. Now there's a unique sort of BS that involves catching Abra, but at least it's much more manageable. I still don't understand why people were so up in the air with the old catching mechanic. It wasn't... The old catching mechanic, it was outdated. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
And this is what I get for not paying attention. Go away, Zubat. Ha! Got onyxed. You know, like, the first thing I'm definitely going to be going for is getting the competitive variations of Pokemon that needed to be traded to evolve. Because those are the ones I feel as though I need to get out of the way. Because they're most likely going to be the most annoying to catch.
I got mighty candies.
This is the life, though. I'm playing 2 games that are one of my absolute faves, Pokemon and RuneScape. I'm being somewhat successful in both games. It's all good, man. And I'm here sipping tea, too. What more can you ask for? I mean, besides $1 million. But I prefer to keep my expectations realistic. Oh, machop candy. You know, I actually wonder what I get for completing the Pokédex. Just thinking, you know? Because if I recall, I think I get, like, Shiny Charm or something. Do I? Why am I lagging? Why is my game lagging? Ah, there it is. Oh, it's because that one guy's spamming the emotes. Okay. Or maybe he's not spamming emotes, and it's just too many people here. Then again, I guess that's what I get for trying to practice fletching at the Grand Exchange, but it's a more optimal place in comparison to many others. Dang it! Machop!
Catch it, Nappa! Catch it with your teeth!
.42 catch combo. Oh boy. The combos are really getting out there. Nah, I don't want to learn Fury Attack. That's not a good move. Thank you, Machop, for your patronage. For contributing to the chain and possibly becoming candies. Arcanine's already level 49. Oh, I'm so proud of my Arcanine. With his big old mane, he's just such a snuggly puppy that just so happens can crush me if he so much as tries to snuggle. But it's part of his charm, surely. You know, I'm definitely going to be making a video on Old School RuneScape soon. Gonna title it "How to Make Money with Fletching While Leveling." How to make money while leveling fletching. Just gonna be, it's mostly gonna be a short video, just a simple method. Simple, but effective. $496 XP. Nice. Oh, would you look at this? On Old School RuneScape, I can now make sapphire tipped crossbow bolts. Lovely. Ooh, Vulpix is gonna learn Fire Blast. Actually, how good is that move? The accuracy could use some help. And it's not as good as flame. You know what? I'm just not gonna. I'm fine with flamethrower. It's like a 90 base. It's like a 90 base power and 100% accuracy. I may as well just keep that because I rather not risk the I rather not sacrifice the accuracy. Especially if it's competitive. Oh, I went there. Oh, thinking about it. You know, I just realized that, like, here's the thing. I'm gonna need to make some money and buy, like, a card that gives, like, a year's supply of membership for this Nintendo Switch, kind of like I do with the Xbox. And I'm probably gonna have to, like, make something to sell it. Because, comparison to the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch membership fee is actually pretty cheap. But, a lot of people were up in arms about the required membership thing, but I was actually okay with it. Well, I mean, it was a reasonable price comparison to 15... Like, it was only, like, what, $2 and something cents? It was actually pretty cheap comparison to... Well, it was actually pretty cheap comparison to many of the other things I use and play. Because at least that way... And, I mean, I want them to make a little bit of money this way, so that way they can hopefully use that money to dedicate... to keep the servers up and maintain the servers and... You know, just generally provide patches and maintenance for the Nintendo Switch, because that's the thing I want them to do. It may be it's a hope. Some people may think that's a naive thing to think of, but, you know. We all have to be a little naive at times. Because realizing our naivety is the very first process to growing. Or realizing one's own mistakes is also realizing what they need to do to grow. Or something like that. Yoda had said something like that in that movie. Oh, now I remember. He said failure is the greatest teacher. So, if you guys are failures, that just means you have the best teacher. Son of a... Why couldn't the Fantastic be in special attack? I'm foaming at the mouth! But not really, but you get my point. Oh, it hurts. It really hurts my soul. Maybe the other machops are good. Let's see. The Pokeball Plus, I have to, like, flick it. Get it to do what I want. Another IV that I don't... This game, man, it likes to mess with me. It's playing with my heart. I don't appreciate that. How long have I been going for? An hour and 20 minutes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Free Will Milson. Or something like that. Oh, that's a big machop. It's a live one. And it would be a successful catch if I wasn't so lame. Oh, and by the way, an update for the wood chip method that we're doing for our garden. It's actually doing pretty well. We actually got our first harvest from the everbearing raspberries, which, funny thing is, when we planted them, we were actually told that we weren't, by a lot of people, that we weren't going to get a harvest this year. But we ended up getting a harvest this year anyway. So if that's an indication, that means that our soil is good and the wood chips work. But I actually did learn. But I actually been frequently. I frequently see a lot of people who use wood chips, but the way they apply them is what a lot of the negativity is. Because here's the thing with wood chips and mulch, or wood chips that I happen to learn, is that with wood chips, it's a real hit and miss of how you apply them. Like, if you don't do it right, you can end up screwing up all your plants. But if you do it right, you'll end up having a forest that will produce. Basically, you'll have a system that has soil that's like the forest, which is the best soil because it's a living soil with all that microorganisms and microorganisms of fungi and bacteria and stuff like that. That will provide food with you having to do very little work. So essentially, you're able to grow all your foods organically with low effort but high yield just by using a system that's been in place for well before the first men even started growing stuff. Pretty badass. Pretty badass. Beginning of. Ugh. Oh, it's rolling a stone around. My Dragonair is actually getting up there in levels. If I recall, Dragonair actually evolves into Dragonite at level 55. It's been a while since I've used Dragonair or Dragonite, so I'm not really surprised I can't remember the exact level he evolves. I do know that it was in the 50s, or 50. Oh, speaking of gardening, you guys would be surprised what the hell the size of a freaking mushroom I found in my forest. It was, it was like the mansion for Smurfs or something like that because it was huge. Now, I didn't touch it or eat it or anything. I just let it sit there in that stump it was growing out of. I actually am pretty sure it's still there, even though it's in November, or it's like December now. I mean, the mushroom was like pretty big, and so it has to have like a pretty thick skin. Then again, I could be wrong. I haven't really grown mushrooms, so I don't know how. So I don't know the survivability of wild ones. You know, I actually learned. You know, I actually did learn that there are certain fruit trees or plants that actually that you can actually grow in colder climates. However, you can't. You'll actually have to make sure that they are really protected from the elements because they can really ruin your day. Or you can really lose the plant if it's not protected enough. But eventually, when it gets old enough, you don't have to worry about protecting it. As a matter of fact, there are actually, if I recall, there are actually some vegetables that are varieties that become annuals. There are annuals. They come back every year, or biannuals. I do know that lettuce is considered a biannual because once it gets to a certain age, it'll produce its seeds, and next spring, those seeds would, like, I guess, hibernate. So then next spring, you see little lettuce heads coming up, which is cool. I do know in this game, Shelter and Cloyster are like really powerful tanks. Electrode, however, is... I'm pretty sure in first gen, Electrode's like the fastest Pokemon you can get. Because Electrode has like 140 speed? That's quite high for Pokemon of first gen. Doesn't really have much in terms of offense, though. At least that I know of. It is a special attacker, though. So if anything, it could probably it'll most likely do a lot of damage to Dragonite since Dragonite's a dragon flying type. Shelter can learn Ice Beam, except it's a special attack. It's better than Aurora Beam, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Well, oy vey. Oh, would you look at that? Shelter learned Ice Beam. Actually, thinking on it, I'm probably gonna end up evolving. Well, actually, since I learned I can actually get a competitive Shelter, I think I'm gonna possibly just evolve this Shelter with a Water Stone just to get the Pokedex page and then hunt for a competitive one. I mean, that will definitely be a lot better. Okay. Machop. Machop. Where are you? Come. No! Oh, Machop, you tease me! You're such a tease! Oh, hey, Charmander. How's it going? I haven't really seen you since a few minutes. Among other things. Oh, hey, Geodude. I don't need you. I already have a... Oh,
Take it back. Yes, give it. Give it to me.
Probably. I'm gonna need some food. Good food, I mean, not this stuff. This stuff. Yikes. I actually made quite a profit. Looks like I tucked machop away into bed. Hey, Graveler, why do you have 4 arms? Are you compensating for something?
Ooh, watch out. Get over. Get over. Get over here.
I don't like it when they squirm. Actually making quite a bit of money actually doing this money making method. On old school RuneScape, I mean. Okay, mighty candies. That's actually quite a bit. I don't really seem to be getting my species candy. Oh, that's the best candy. The species candy is the best candy because the species candy is what maxes out Pokemon and Pokemon's stats. Well, I got a 56 catch chain. I can go for more. I'm gonna need to go for more anyway, thinking about it. Now, Zubat, go away. I might end up catch chaining you so I can get a competitive Golbat. You know, because I can. Not any particular reason, just because I can. Hell, I might even go for a shiny if I really want to lowball it. Oh, and I have been hearing that people have been homebrewing and hacking their Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee to get to get competitive Pokemon. And all I gotta say is to those people is they're lazy. It's super easy to get competitive Pokemon. Those people are freaking lazy. Oh well. You know, at this point, it's not really any surprise. Like, thinking on it, it's not really any surprising that VGC is dying, or if not, pretty much dead. Like, thinking about it this way, the way VGC is, it's basically just a skeleton of what it once was. Because, with all the hacking, nobody feasibly wants to play with a hacker. So, that's why VGC has low participation. Like, you don't see League of Legends or Counter-Strike Global Offensive allowing this. And their communities are actually healthier for it. Even though League of Legends is kind of dying. or actually no, I used to play League of Legends, but I've completely forgotten my account, forgotten the name of my account because, you know, just so many toxic players. I just stopped playing. Yeah, it's a problem, or it has been a problem. As a matter of fact, if I recall, there's so many. Actually, that maybe that's why there's so many advertisements for League of Legends nowadays, because they're trying to get people back, or they're so desperate to get people back. But here's the thing: people aren't coming back, little Jimmy. Daddy ain't coming home, little Jimmy. That got really depressing really quick. Besides, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people who are playing League of Legends went to Overwatch or Fortnite. Well, actually, I think they went to Overwatch and then went to Fortnite. It seems as though Fortnite's the new hotness. Even though I don't particularly... To be honest, though, I don't particularly care for Fortnite. I mean, it's fun. It's enjoyable. But in terms of games, in terms of the games, I will admit, I mean, I did a video on Destiny 2 and whatnot, and, like, the beta, I did the beta, and I actually had fun with the beta. And keep in mind, there was some BS that Destiny 2 and Bungie has did, and now there's even more BS about them promising more microtransactions in their games. God damn it, Activision. Or, I'm sorry, I should say Activision Blizzard. If anything, though, if anything, I do still enjoy playing Destiny. And ever since the players have been, or ever since, the people at Bungie had to clear off with all that microtransaction BS, clear off with a lot of that microtransaction BS, a lot of the player base has actually been coming back. The DLCs are, a lot of the DLCs or expansions are actually kind of pretty good. I mean, I'm certainly having fun playing PvP. Although, to be perfectly honest, I'm not really hopeful for Bungie promising, or, correction, Activision Blizzard promising more microtransactions. And the way it sounds like, and I'm kind of hoping that Bungie just goes and tells Activision or Activision Blizzard no, because we just started getting players back. I hope that Bungie just goes up to these snobby people and just go, no, we just got these players back. We don't want to lose them again. A naive hope, but a hope nonetheless. Another thing I'm kind of hoping for is, Another thing I'm kind of hoping for is, that a lot of the, like, the way I see it, it seems as though most of the problems with, most of the BS that's happened with the video game industries mainly came from, like, it doesn't seem like it's really the developers that are the problem. It seems as though it's the CEOs that are not even really they're not even gamers, but merely just businessmen. And it also seems as the peer pressure from the investors that are the problem. Like, if I was a video game publisher, the way I see it, I wouldn't have any investors or publishers, mainly because it just seems as though they're more trouble than they're worth. Because if I was a video game publisher or designer, or just generally, if I had my own business that made video games, I would be focused on making good video games without sacrificing the very core principles of a video game, or section off content to make profit. It's just a lot of these AAA publishers seem to be a bit of a problem. A problem that I'm starting to see a lot of them get blown up in their face, like EA. We all know what happened to EA. especially with the whole loot box debacle with EA, that actually, thinking on it, a lot of these corporations are actually kind of being very wary of how they implement microtransactions in their games now, because because of investigations and whatnot, EA is still being a cheeky prick. Or what's the CEO of EA? Strauss Zelnick, I think. Well, anyway, they're being cheeky pricks, and they're it's funny because they actually that's actually a lot of XP. But anyway, it's funny because I actually watched the E3 conference for EA. Well, actually, I watched the whole live stream for the E3, so I saw Bethesda's and many of the other game corporations. EA was a complete crap show right there. Because most of the time, most of EA's conference was Charles Zelnick, the most hated man in the country, goes up and says, "We are dedicated to player choice and player freedom," the typical BS excuse. And then EA basically devotes most of their time for the E3 talking about FIFA. Their golden goose. Their golden goose, or their game that makes them the most money. Because of loot boxes and whatnot. FIFA. Yeah. EA, I think, can personally stick it. And to be honest, and here's the thing, I'm easily seeing that EA is starting to lose a lot of goodwill, PR, investors, because there was actually a news report about many of these corporations employing these crappy, these garbage systems, like these exploitative and manipulative systems, are actually getting their just desserts. They're actually losing the shareholders. The people they technically only care for. Didn't the CEO of CG, or not CG, didn't the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, or Take-Two, or one of those companies, didn't he refer people as wood to chop? I'm pretty sure that people haven't forgotten that anytime soon. I mean, for crying out loud, people actually still use that mod for Star Wars Battlefront 2 that changes the texture of the loot box for pride and accomplishment. That's perfect. Oh, I'm all for greedy corporations to get their just desserts. Which, saying this now, I'm probably not going to be on a lot of these corporations' happy list. Then again, they wouldn't be having as much PR in the first place if they, just made good games without trying to screw the trying to nickel and dime and using exploitative methods for people with gambling addictions. But that's just me. How many machops do I have to catch? Because for the Weedles, I actually had to catch like around 200 something before I actually got a competitive Weedle. Well, the competitive Weedle I wanted. I mean, I ended up getting 5 Weedles that had all IVs and everything but attack, when Beedrill is nothing but a physical attacker. You know what? I'm just gonna go and check to see if I got any machops with the IVs. Because this is just taking a rather while. How long have I gone for? Pretty close to an hour. I love the little background, dojo background. That's pretty shway. Or cool. Whatever the hip kids are now. Why would you do this? Yes! Oh shit. I think I just blared my mic. Look at this. Look at this. Competitive Machop right then and there. And the best part, it has the right nature and IVs. Smashing! Alright, time to move this fella. You I no longer need. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. It's time to send these to the professor. Sorry, Machops, but you're rejects. Getting a lot of Mighty Candy, but I don't need Mighty Candy. I need Machop Candy. Why would you do this? I'm so happy yet so tired. Well, actually, I'm more hungry. Because you actually can get pretty fatigued when you're hungry. So if you think you're tired, it could very well mean you're just hungry. What's up with my stupid controller? It's lagging. Stop it. Got a single Machop candy from all of this. From all of this. Marvelous. Well, I think that's gonna be, actually, let me take this guy out of his Pokeball. Well, there he is. Well, I think this is going to be a video here, guys. If you guys thought this video was entertaining and enjoyable, by all means, like, comment, subscribe if you wish. It really helps me a lot. And, oh boy, I'm really enjoying this game. If you guys, had fun, I really appreciate you guys joining me on this adventure. This is Galator from Galator's Gaming, signing off.